How many of you would like to do the work that you love, make a lot of money, and still have plenty of time for your families? Thank you. And how many of you wouldn't like that? Thank you. I'm Mindy Stern, and in today's training, you are going to learn how to attract new clients, customers, and patients, how to run your business on autopilot in order to free up your time, and you're going to learn how to manage your money in your business to increase your wealth. How many of you would like that? Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank you very much for coming, for taking the time out of your busy life, your busy schedules, your business, your family, to come here and sit for a half hour to listen to something totally new. I don't take that for granted. Not many people do that. And I consider you absolutely a winner, a successful person already, because you've taken the time, because you are sitting down, because you are learning how to improve yourself and your business. And you deserve a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Since we'll be spending a little bit of time together, I want to know if it's okay if I tell you a little bit about myself. Great, thank you. Well, as I said, I'm Mindy Stern, and I'm the founder of Successful Self-Employed Superwomen. I started my business a little bit over, I'd say 8, 9 years ago. I started my business, I came out of high tech, I was very excited to start doing what I love, to start coaching people. I had 2 small children at home, I'm a single mom, and it was a real interesting time for me. It was an exciting time for me when I left the world of high tech and went out to fulfill my goals and dreams, and also to be at home, to be a work-at-home mom. I'd always look forward to that. However, when I started my business and I was totally financially dependent on the income from there, I found that my business was not so successful. It was not so easy for me to get it up and running. It wasn't so easy for me to get new clients. I was struggling. I had the responsibility of taking care of my home and my family. I didn't have any other income, and I had to make this business work. It was something that I really wanted to do. And it took me really a long time. For the first 3 years, I was struggling. I was really struggling. I was struggling in my business to get new clients. I was struggling to bring enough money home that I can, first of all, pay for all my expenses in my business, and then bring a salary home so I could live my life, take care of my family, pay my mortgage. And it was really, really a trial. The more that my business did not succeed, the more that I worked trying to find a way. I learned from excellent teachers. I wanted to know the new technologies, the new ways of marketing. I built a wonderful, beautiful methodology that worked with every client that I worked with. However, there was no flow of clients and there was no flow of money. It was, I got to the point after 3 years that I decided that it's do or die. I have to find something totally different, something that will start my business in a way that my business will start making money, that I'll have work, I'll have lots of work. And if I didn't find that immediately, I would have to close shop. And I felt like a failure. I disappointed myself. And more than that, I thought about how I looked in my children's eyes, struggling to make ends meet, under a lot of pressure, working all the time. And I had no time for them. They were about 11 and 13 years old. It was really, really a hard time. But I did seek out the best, a mentor, 2 of them actually, that taught me how to market my business in a really different way, which some of it I'm going to share with you here today. They taught me to market my business in a way that almost immediately, within 6 weeks, I had my first marketing plan up and running, and new clients were coming in. It was just unbelievable. And it was unbelievable more so because it was so easy once I knew how to do it. It only took 6 weeks to have a full flow of clients coming in. I filled up my schedule. I had a partner at the time, filled up her schedule. We had to raise prices because we were so busy. So the supply and demand, the demand goes up, also the price goes up. It's still, our schedules were filled. So our next step was to start to train coaches to do our methodology, to take care of our clients as we were doing, and develop lots of systems in our business to make it run, to make it work, to be able to take care of all the clients that were coming in. It was just an amazing time. It took, let's say, a year, and my business was up and running, viable. I was able to start to free up my time. I was able to spend more time at home with my children. My income had grown exponentially, just unbelievable. Not only my income, the income of my partner, as well as the incomes of our new staff, our new coaches that were working with us. A real thriving business. About a year ago, I decided that I was going to, since my business was working, it's running, it's still today, it's making money, it's working on autopilot. What I decided to do is I wanted to take that knowledge that I had acquired through a lot of trial and error and struggle and help other people create their businesses in a way that they can have productive, healthy, strong, financially secure businesses and be able to free up their time to be with themselves, to learn more, to be with their families, whatever it is that they want. Because business does not have to be 100% of your time. It doesn't have to be 100% of the time. You can work according to your hours and still make the money that you need to make. And it's easy to do it once you know how to do it. And today, I would like to share with you the system, what you need to do in order to really do what you love, be in a business that you love, make a lot of money, and have extra time with your family. So, okay, get out your pens and paper and pay close attention, because what you are going to hear next will transform your business life. The first thing I want to talk to you is about attracting new clients. It's a promise of mine. How do you attract new clients? Most people, what they do in their business is they look for clients. They seek out clients. They're always on the run, under pressure, lots of stress to get the next client, because the next client means income. Next client pays you, and then you know that you have money in the bank, which is an important thing. However, I learned a very, very important rule in business is you do not want to seek out your next client. You don't want to be dependent. Your business does not want to be dependent on the next client that you find. What you want to do is you want to create an environment where clients are seeking you out. How many of you would like that? It's a great thing where you're not doing any more all those cold calls and telephone calls and searching and networking, wasting a lot of time and effort I felt, I don't know about you, but I felt that way back when, that I was begging people to work with me. I was begging the next client to sign up with me, and I didn't want to be in that place anymore. So what you can do is you can actually create an environment where clients are turning to you. And what you need to do in order to create that situation is you need to become an authority. That's it. Because what is the magic about authorities? People turn to them all the time. And not only do people turn to the authority, seek them out. Actually, seek them out. Put in a key phrase in Google, get me an authority. Not only do people seek out authorities, but also there's a lot of price elasticity. People pay authorities more money. Okay, so it's really important for you to become an authority, to become a leader in your field. And the best way to do that, I'm going to give you 3 different things that you can do right now, today, that you can do in order to become an authority. The first is to create something that we call to create a niche market. What that means is a niche or niche. What it is it's a very, very small market segment that you'll be working with. It's kind of counterintuitive because people say, I can help everybody, I can serve everybody, I can sell to everybody. So when they spread themselves too thin, then they put themselves in the position where they have to seek out the next client. In order to reverse that, what you need to do is choose a niche, a small targeted market that you want to work with. Now let's think, what could be your niche? I'll give you an example of what was mine in my business, in my other business. My business is for financial coaching. We do financial coaching for families to help them get out of debt forever, start to invest, financial stability, etc. Now let's think, what can be your niche? In my business, in my financial coaching business, our niche was financial coaching. Okay, we could have been life coaches, general life coaches, just treating anybody who came into our environment. But we wanted to be very specific. We wanted to focus on a very small population or a small segment of the population. So we chose to be financial coaches. Someone who else as a coach can choose to be a coach dealing with relationships or with parenting. There's a different sorts of things that they can choose to narrow the market. But you can do also, let's talk about car dealerships. There could be people who can sell cars, or there could be people who can sell foreign cars. Okay, so now there's a little bit of a difference between someone who sells cars and someone who sells foreign cars. Let's take it another step further. It could be someone who sells only Italian cars. It sounds like they are limiting their market, but they're not. Actually, they're narrowing their market so they can become an authority, and they will sell more to people who are interested in buying Italian cars, who like Italian cars. You can speak about Italy. There's all sorts of marketing things that you can do about Italian cars that'll make you stand out, become an authority on Italian cars. So people who like those cars will turn to you, obviously, because you will be the expert. With any kind of product, if you're selling jewelry, what type of jewelry? Not all jewelry. Maybe you want to sell only gold jewelry, or maybe you want to sell only crystals, or maybe you want to sell from a Victorian era type of jewelry. Okay, that is narrowing it down to a very specific population that resonates with you, that wants what you have in very specific terms. That leads to authority. So what happens when you become a niche is that when people are interested in that subject, that very narrow subject, and they look in Google, they're going to come up with your name. They're going to find you. They're going to look on YouTube to see who's writing about this subject. They're going to look on the blogs to see who's writing about this subject, and they're going to come across your name. Okay, but only if you are a niche will people start turning to you. So I want to ask you now, think about who your clients or customers or patients, who they are today. What kind of people are they? Where do they come from? What's their background? What subjects are most interesting to them? Take a couple of seconds. You can pause the video now and write down a list of possible niches that you can work in. Now remember, it's important. You're not limiting your capabilities by choosing a niche, a small, narrow niche. What you're doing is you're allowing yourself to become an authority for that niche, to someone who people will turn to, and someone who can actually raise their prices, charge a premium for their services. Okay? So don't think that you're limiting, you're actually expanding. So pause the video, make a list of what niches you think that you're addressing. Okay, welcome back. The next thing we're going to talk about when we talk about attracting clients, the thing that you need to do is you need to define your ideal client. Who do you want to work with? Not only what the market is, what the market niche is, but who are the people in that market niche that you want to work with? And why is this so important for attracting new clients? When you are focusing on a certain type of individual, a certain type of person, ideal client, you start to speak a very particular, specific language. You're not talking to the masses. What you can do is you can actually talk to a specific type of person. You can actually identify that person's problems, what it's upsetting them, what their frustrations are. You can also define very clearly when you have an ideal client, you can define what their dreams are, what their goals are, what their aspirations are. More than that, you can find with an ideal client, you can find out what their hobbies are, where they hang out, where they're located, what's interesting for them. So it's easier for you, once you've defined an ideal client, to start to speak a language that resonates with them, not just psychologically, but also emotionally. And you can find them easily, and when you start talking to them, then they will start turning to you because you're the authority. Okay? So you can think about now, again, pause the video for a couple of minutes and write down on your piece of paper a list of who your ideal client is. And when you're thinking about your ideal client, think about their age, their gender, their family status, where they live, socioeconomics, what they do for their pastimes, where they were brought up. Maybe there's a political orientation involved in that. Think about, they're called demographics and psychographics, which I go into a little bit in the programs that I run. But for now, just know, stop the video and write down a list of who your ideal client is. Okay, welcome back. Now, once you know your niche and your ideal client, there's something very important that you need to do in order to create an environment where new clients are turning to you and you're not seeking them out anymore. And that is value. What you want to do is you want to start now creating value, giving value to these people so they will say, whoa, I like what she's saying. I like what he's doing. I want to learn more from this person. Creating value. And creating value really means giving them your point of view on whatever the subject matter is of your niche. The things that are bothering them, the things that are frustrating them, the things that they want to do, their aspirations. We talked about that just now. Start to let them know what you think about those things, what tools you can present that you can offer them to help them overcome those obstacles. Talk about how you see the steps that someone needs to take in order to reach their goals that they have. That is creating value. And when you create value, send your message out to them, to your niche market. You can send it, you can write blogs, articles, you can do videos. You can do videos on YouTube, you can do videos live on Facebook, you can create a Facebook page. If you do go to networking, which a lot of people do that, talk about, also give value. Don't say what you do. Give the people value. Tell them how you can help transform their lives. And the more value you put out there, and I suggest you put your value out there actually on the internet, because it is inexpensive and everyone is there. Okay, you can reach out to much more people if you're giving value on the internet, just like we're doing here now. The internet's all over the world, and it is relatively an inexpensive media to send your message out. So start giving value, start talking to people, giving tips. Now, some people might say, well, if I give value here for free on the internet, who's going to come to me? Well, I'll tell you this, people will not come to you if they don't think that you can help them. So the best way for them to understand that you are the person that can help them is by giving them value and giving them the best possible value you can give them. Don't be skimpy. Don't give a little bit. Give it all within the time frame that you have. Give them the maximum so they can hear your voice. They can hear what you believe in. They can read through the lines what your values are. They can connect to you. Because in the end of the day, people do business with people. So if you give value and people resonate with your language, if they feel that you are talking to them about them and can help them transform their life, then they are definitely going to call you up because you are an authority. You've established that by giving them value. Okay, so now we spoke about how to attract new clients. When we have new clients, now how do we work with them in a way that frees up our time? Because I don't know about you, but when I started my business, I was working, not like I was working in high tech when I was working from 9 to 3:30 in the afternoon. I started working when I had my own business 24/7. It never stopped. And I was in dissonance with myself because I was not available to my family and children as I wanted to be. And when I wasn't totally 100% with them because I was thinking about my business. And I do not want that for you, if that's what you don't want for yourself, okay? So I'm gonna tell you what you can do, actually, to put your business on autopilot. Autopilot means that your business is running, or let's say it differently, that you do not have to be present for your business to run. I mean, that's the goal. You want your business to continue to develop, to continue to generate new clients, to continue to generate more profits. You want that, but you do not necessarily want to be the one who has to actually do the work in order to make that happen. Okay, so that's what I mean when I say going into autopilot, having your business work whether you are there or not. And that means it frees you up. If your business can work on autopilot, then you don't have to be there to get it done. You can be at home with your kids. You can go on vacation. You can go take a course. You can start another business. You can start working on your business instead of working in your business. Okay, and when you work on your business, then your business can grow a lot more. It can grow exponentially. But if you're working in your business, with the minutia of your business, you won't have any time to think about how you can expand and grow your business. You'll always be in this loop of, I call it survival. It might be a good survival, but still you're not expanding your horizons. So what you need in order to work, to transform your business to a position where you can work, where it can work on autopilot, is to build what we call systems. Systems are basically a set of procedures that you can follow, that you can build. And you can build a system for everything in your business, for everything. You can build a system for paying your suppliers. You can build a system for answering the telephone. You want to answer the telephone in a way that the person on the other end will purchase your services or your products or become clients. Okay, so when someone answers the phone, you need to develop a system. How do they answer the phone? What kind of questions do they ask? What kind of information do they take? What would be the next step? What are the different options for the next step? And further and further we can go. So everything in your business needs to have a system. You should have a system for, like I said, customer service. You should have a system for your finances. You should have a system for your operations. You can have a system for giving your service, providing your service. You can have a system for warranty. You can have a system for everything, any kind of administration task, follow-ups. People with clients, they have a CRM, which is a system to manage your clients, okay? I love, especially, systems for marketing. They are the key, because in your business, what you need to do is, you might be a very good professional, an expert in what you do, but you need to also to be a professional and expert in marketing so that you can bring more clients into your business. So I actually love marketing systems as well, and that's something that people don't generally build, a marketing system. Okay, and what's a marketing system, which is really important? A marketing system is actually a system that you know how to transform what I would call leads, someone who has turned to you, right? You've become an authority already. So someone who has turned to you, what procedure they go through in order to convert them into a paying client. And once they're a paying client, what you do in order to bring them success and whatever satisfaction, customer satisfaction, whatever they purchased from you. Okay, so the marketing systems are really super important, and I'm going to focus, when I talk about systems, I'm going to focus on the marketing systems. So you build the process. Once you've built the process yourself, you've tried it, it works, you know what the results are. What's important about the system is that it is, let's see, the system is repeatable. So once you've found what system works. You've organized it, you've written it out, maybe there's a script involved in it. You know what kind of results. Let's say you're getting, with every phone call that comes in, you're getting, I don't know, 20% or 30% are actually coming in for the next step. You know how to do that. You've measured its success. If it's repeatable, that means that you can do it again and again and again and again, and it will continue to work. What a joy that is. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every time you want to do business. It works. It works. So do more of it. Do more of something that works. You can repeat it. And let's say it's something that you've done, a marketing project that you've done. You've gone out, let's say you've given a lecture someplace. You've given a lecture and you made an offer in the lecture, and then you created a desire, demand. People bought your product during the lecture. It worked. It's repeatable. Do it again. You don't need to reinvent the wheel every time. You don't need to develop more and more and more and more marketing systems. And if you don't have to invent it again, because it's repeatable, then you save time the next time you do it. The preparation times, what it's taken to make it happen again, is much less time, and that frees up your time. Okay. Another important thing about systems that they be what we call is that they be scalable. Okay, it's really important that they be scalable. So it works for, let's say that I'm going to go back to the example of the lecture. The lecture will work for 10 people, but it'll also work for 50 people. And it'll also work for 100 people. And it'll also work for 500 people. That's scalable. It means that it can grow with your capabilities. As your business grows, the system that you built, which is repeatable, will also work on the new scale. Not just with 10 people, but also with 1,000 people. Okay, so again, it saves your time. Now you don't have to be concerned with what the system is. Your concern would be, how do I bring now 1,000 people into the room in order to get them, okay? So you know that it works, it's repeatable, you can do it again and again, and it is scalable. Okay, once you've built these systems, now this is the secret sauce. Ready? Write it down. Once you've built the system, you can you can outsource. And once you start outsourcing, then you really free up your time. Other people are doing the minutia of the work. They're repeating it. You know what the results are going to be. You've already done it. You know how it works. You have the scripts written down. You know the interactions and the steps. You've measured it. You know the results. You've repeated it. You've scaled it. And now you can outsource it. Meaning you can let other people do it instead of you. You do not have to be present in your business. How many of you would like that? Thank you. So outsourcing is a trick. Now you can outsource in a lot of different ways. You can outsource with a virtual assistant. You can outsource with hiring people in your company. You can outsource with hiring contractors, letting them do the work outside. It's your choice. But I know self-employed people have a very big control issue. You know, you want something done right, do it yourself. Well, that's not necessarily the case. If you want something done right, build a system. Build a system, and then outsource it to somebody else. Have them work according to your system. Then you outsource it. Okay, now that you have new clients, you have systems to run your business where you know that you're making money and you're freeing up your time. The third thing we need to take care of is actually money management, how to manage the money that's coming in. Now, there are a few things that are really important when we talk about the money in your business. It's not just accounting, okay? You know, I deal with a lot of self-employed people, and it's like this. Self-employed people generally are self-employed because they want to do something that they love. That's why they left the corporate world. They found a certain subject, profession, treatment that they love to do, and they want to go out and do that. Okay, to become self-fulfilled and do it. When they start their business, they actually don't know anything about running a business or marketing a business. Okay, so that might be something that they start to work in, start to learn, start to explore those options, or get other people to help them. But the self-employed people, even if they're getting more into the business aspect of it, very, very rarely do they start to look at the money in anything more than just, you know, accounting. What was my income? What were my expenses? You know, that's just regular accounting. But there are things when you're managing your money in your business, in order to grow your business and have your money also work for you, there are 3 different things that you need to pay attention to. The first one is profit. Okay, profit. It sounds very simple, basic. Of course, you're in business to create profit, but no, it's a little bit more than that. It's not this the wish that your business be profitable. It's much more than that. What you want to do, especially if you want to free up your time, if time is something that you value, you want to think of everything that you do in your business, and try to make the connection to how is that affecting your profit margins. Meaning, don't waste your time doing things that don't bring you profit. So you got to think about it. There's a lot of things that people do every day, even business owners, that do not bring them profit. There's not a direct connection to the bottom line. Now, a few examples of that are email. Most email, I'm going to say 99% of the email you get has nothing to do with your profits, your bottom line. It's all a lot of noise. Okay, there are some emails that you should address immediately, but address immediately any email that is affecting your profits, that's affecting your income. But all the other stuff, that doesn't need to be for you. So have someone else filter your mail and send to you only those things that will bring you money. Now, it might bring money a little bit in the long term. That's okay. But as long as you can make that direct connection to your profits, to your profit margin, then you take care of it. Another thing that people are doing is Facebook. Facebook takes up a lot of time. They might even think that they're marketing on Facebook, but if you can't make a direct connection between the effort you're making in Facebook and the next client that comes, then it is not an activity that's focusing on your profits. So you need to be very, very disciplined, very, very disciplined in everything in your business. If you want to free up your time and have a successful, financially successful, as well as professionally successful business, then do only those things that have a direct relationship to profit, to income, okay? Very important. The next thing, when you're talking about the managing of money in your business, the next thing that's super important is, first I'll tell you why it's super important. Many of the people that I work with, what they do is they are in a position where they're always seeking out the next client to make sure that there is income coming in, that there's revenue coming in. It's always this endless running after the next dollar. And it's very stressful because sometimes you don't know when the next client's going to come unless you become an authority and then build your systems. But you're just starting out now. It's the first time I assume that you're hearing this kind of information. So what happens is, and I have a lot of clients who come to me and they start off like that. Okay, I had a client, I sold the program and they canceled, and now I have no money, and they're pulling their hair out. It's a very stressful situation to be in. In order to avoid a situation where you're always running after the next client and thus the next dollar, what you need to do is pay very good attention to your You need to pay attention to your cash flow. What is cash flow? Cash flow is the amount of money that is coming into your business. Okay, so you can do a deal, but you should be making deals or having products that generate in your business cash flow. Okay, so I'm going to give you some examples of things that I do, yeah, in my business. For example, one of the coaching programs that we offer for families is a yearly program where during the year we help them go from a place of, debt and stress and fighting about money, very unpleasant, no disposable income, not able to help their children. Some people come to us and they're at a point where they're thinking that to sell their house in order to get rid of their debt. Some really tough situations. So we offer them a yearly coaching program where we get control over the money, start working on a budget, savings, and then even go into investing, how money can work for the family instead of them working for the money. But this is a year program, a 1-year program. And what happens is every time we get a client into that business, they pay a monthly fee for a year. So I know that one client coming in gives me income monthly for a year. That's cash flow. Okay, you can have a membership club. Also, every month, a subscription. Every month, those people who purchase the subscription or are members of the membership club, every month, they're paying you money. And a subscription or a membership club can be endless. Not like my program, my coaching program is a year program. It finishes after a year. So other programs, they can be continuous all the time, on automatic payment even. So you're generating cash flow. So you know that always there is money coming in. One client can bring you, for one of these products that offers cash flow, brings you income for an extended amount of time. You have to be running after the next client all the time. So think of products that you can put into your business that can give you cash flow. What you can do now is you can stop the video on your piece of paper, write down a list of what do you have already in your business that can generate cash flow and things that you might be able to create that will generate cash flow in your business. And this way we'll be able to relax because you'll know month after month, money will be coming in. So stop the video, pause the video right now, make your list, and I'll be waiting for you when you get back. Great, thank you. I hope that you have a nice long list of things that you can do in your business to generate cash flow. But now I'm going to talk about the third thing you should be doing with your money in your business in order to grow your business, to expand your business. And not only your business, matter of fact, to grow your wealth, because that's what we want to do. You want to be able to give your service, free up your time, and create wealth in your life. Okay, because the wealth will allow you to use your time and your resources a lot better, a lot easier, more fun, if you will. Okay, so the third thing that you need to be doing with your money from your business is you need to invest your money. Okay, what happens a lot of times is people, when they're self-employed particularly, what happens is any kind of earnings they bring home, they put it into their home and they use it to pay their mortgage, buy their food. It gets kind of like a mishmash. It gets mixed up into the family budget. Not a good idea. What you need to do with your money is, first of all, separate it from your household. You should have a business account and you should have a family account, and they are not associated. For your business account, you can take a salary once a month to your family account, but that's the only connection between the two. But in your business account, once you have clients coming in and you have products that give you current flow and cash flow, money is coming in. What do you do with that money? You should not just leave it there in the business account, and you should also not be taking it and putting it more than you need, for your monthly salary, whatever's defined as your monthly salary. And if you'd like to learn more about how to do that, you can of course get in touch with me. I can teach you how to what you should be taking from your business to your home. But now I want to be talking to you about what you need to be doing with the money in your business. You should be investing it. Now, there are two types of things that you should be investing in your business. One, you should be investing in business growth, where business growth and personal growth are the same thing. So invest in yourself, learn more, learn how to improve yourself as a person, improve your business. Always be investing in the progress of your business. And that means to invest also in yourself, invest in your own expertise, which is really important, because the more you become an expert in different fields that are connected to your business, the more money your business will make. You will be contributing to the growth of your business by learning new skills, by investing in yourself. The second thing you should be investing is you should be investing in financial investments. Okay, so if you take all the money that you're earning from your business and you bring it into your home and you spend it, it's gone. But if you take the money that you're earning in your business and you invest it wisely, you can take actually the interest from those investments and bring it home to your family to increase your disposable income in your family. But what you want to do is you want to create assets in your business. Once you have assets in your business, once you have financial assets in your business, then you'll have the ability and flexibility to be able to expand your business. Now, at a later point, do joint ventures. You'll have more money at your disposal for your business and for your home. So do not forget to invest, okay? And you can be investing even if your income is not, still today, not very much. Invest in your own education. Invest in yourself, in acquiring the tools and the focus that you need in order to grow your business in a way that suits you. Who here would like to create more wealth in their business? Thank you. So if you want to learn more about how you can work in a field that you love, in a job that you love, make a lot of money, and still have plenty of time for your family, sign up below on the link below. You will immediately receive my 10 commandments for the successful self-employed superwoman. And I will be in touch with you to set up a free coaching, telephone coaching, to get you on your way to living the life of your dream. I hope that you got a lot of value from this presentation. I am Mindy Stern, and I am dedicated to your personal, financial, and business success. Thank you.